Welcome back to Grammar Grade 7. This is Unit 12, Lesson 77, and it's the final lesson in our unit on punctuation. Today we tackle something that trips up even careful writers: numbers. When do you spell a number out in words, and when do you write it with figures? There are a handful of simple, dependable rules, and by the end, you'll know exactly which one to reach for. Let's get started. Let's begin with the single most useful idea in this whole lesson. How long the number is decides how you write it. Here's the rule. If you can write the number in 1 or 2 words, spell it out. Think of 9, 25, or 300. Each is only a word or two. But if the number would take more than 2 words, switch to figures, the actual digits. So the whole thing boils down to this. Short numbers become words, and long numbers become figures. Let's take the 2 halves of that rule one at a time, starting with spelling numbers out. When a number can be written in just 1 or 2 words, you write it with letters, not digits. Look at these: 9, 25, 300. Each one is only a word or 2 long, so each gets spelled out. Here it is in a sentence. We adopted 7 kittens last spring. 7 is a single short word, so we write the letters, not the digit. Now the other half. When a number would take 3 or more words to spell out, you skip the letters and write the figures instead. Take a number like 127. That's a real mouthful, so we simply write 127. The same goes for 4,318. We write 4,318 with a comma. In a sentence, the stadium holds 4,318 fans. Any number that's clumsy to spell in a word or 2 is better shown as figures. Here's a rule with no exceptions. A sentence should never open with a figure. Watch this. Starting a sentence with 15 students joined the club looks wrong, so we spell it out instead. 15 students joined the club. That fixes it. But what if the number is long and clumsy to spell? Then you simply reword the sentence so the number isn't sitting at the very front. Either way, the opening figure disappears. At the start of a sentence, you always spell the number out. Some kinds of numbers always appear as figures, no matter how short they are. Keep this list handy. Dates and exact times use figures, as in April 10th, 2020, and 4:07 p.m. Addresses and street numbers, and phone numbers too, use figures, like 28 Maple Street. Amounts of money with dollars and cents use figures, like $50.60, written as $50.60. Percentages use figures, as in 13%. And page numbers use figures, as in see page 8. For all of these, figures win every single time. Here's one last rule that keeps your writing tidy. When several numbers in a sentence are related, dress them all the same way. Look at this mismatch. We baked 8 pies and 12 cakes. One number is spelled out and the other is a figure, and that clash looks careless. Because 12 has to be a figure, we pull the other one into figures too. We baked 8 pies and 12 cakes. Now they match. When numbers belong together, give the whole set a single consistent style. Let's fold everything into a quick checklist you can run on any number. 1. Can you write it in 1 or 2 words? If so, spell it out. 2. Would it take 3 or more words? Then use figures. 3. Is it a date, an amount of money, a time, a percentage, or an address? Those always take figures. 4. Does the number start the sentence? If it does, spell it out or reword the sentence. And through it all, keep any related numbers in a single matching style. Ready to practice a few together? time to practice. In this first set, decide whether each number should be spelled out in words or written with figures. Think about how long it is and whether it's a special case. Pause the video and try each one before I reveal the answer. Maya invited 9 friends to her party. The number is 9, which is just one short word. Numbers you can write in 1 or 2 words get spelled out, so the answer is 9 spelled out. The library owns 2,540 books. Spelling that number out would take a long string of words, far more than 2. A number that big is written with figures, so the answer is 2,540 in figures. We have a science quiz on April 10th, 2020. This is a date, and dates always use figures, never spelled out words. So the answer is April 10th, 2020 in figures. In this second set, each sentence uses a number in some way. Decide whether the number is handled correctly. Watch for sentences that start with a figure, and for related numbers that should match. Pause and choose before I answer. 127 fans lined up before the doors opened. Look at the very first word. It's a figure, and a sentence should never open with a figure. This one should be spelled out or reworded, so as written, it is incorrect. So the answer is incorrect. The ticket cost $50.60 for 2 seats. An amount of money with dollars and cents is always written in figures, and that is exactly what we see here. So this one is handled correctly. So the answer is correct. We packed 6 shirts and 12 pairs of socks. These 2 numbers are related, both counting what we packed, so they should be dressed the same way. Because 12 is a figure, 6 should be written as a figure too. The mismatch makes it incorrect. So the answer is incorrect. Let's gather up what we learned, and with it, we close out our unit on punctuation. Spell out any number you can write in 1 or 2 words, like 9 or 25, and switch to figures for longer ones, like 127 or 4,318. Always spell out a number that begins a sentence, or reword so the number isn't first. Use figures for the special cases, dates, addresses, phone and page numbers, percentages, amounts of money, and exact times. And when numbers in a sentence are related, keep the whole set in one matching style. Wonderful work today, and congratulations on finishing Unit 12. I'll see you in the next lesson.